Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6. And he'll complete this to Gibson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Number 26.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And the Bears
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
complete to number 8.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Gay's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
The kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Their own 36-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going option play on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mike 50. Mike 50. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. That's the way. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Down, Chicago.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Bears 27, Washington 6. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down.
56 yards.
The 10-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Hood. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Awesome 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 5. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now
On third down, Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
down at his own
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want that.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
56 yards.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Down, Chicago.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 12 yards there and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
36-yard line.
Watch the hiking 18.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.